She set her cup down. "So you were here before I was born." Ah, that one smarted. I decided to ignore it. "Well, they don't really have much of a choice about letting me in. My dad is American." "You've got dual citizenship." Her eyes widened. "I've never met anybody who had that before." "Well, I'm glad to be your first. I hope it was amazing." The joke fell flat. That had been on the list of don'ts. Don't joke about sex. I didn't want to go back to the horrible, awkward way the date had started out, so I shifted to something more neutral. "What about you? Where are you from?" "Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. Very upper middle and boring. But then I moved here." Her face lit up like she was talking about her first love. "Gosh, almost 5 years ago, and it completely changed me." "You grew a second head," I joked. "Or you shed the superfluous head you already had." "Thank God, that second one was totally ugly." Her nose crinkled when she smiled. "I just meant I went from having a personality that had been written for me by all the people around me to coming to this place where I was a blank slate. I didn't have to fit in with my clique back home anymore. We were so the plastics." "Plastics?" I interrupted her. "Yeah, from Mean Girls." She waited for a sign of recognition, but I couldn't give her one. I had no fucking clue what she was talking about, but she just went on like a verbal wildfire. "It's a movie. Anyway, I felt like I had to fit in with them. I had to get perfect grades, make my parents happy. Now I'm here, and I get to be whoever I want." She nodded slowly, a self-aware smile bending her lips. "And someday I'll figure out who that person is." I hate to break it to you, but no, you won't. I had no idea why I said it. I wasn't trying to terrify her, but it felt good to be able to spill some of my midlife crisis out. Sloshing it onto someone who probably would never see me again was even better, because if she judged me, what harm was done? Look at me. I'm 53 years old, newly divorced, absolutely none of my life goals accomplished, and I'm out on a blind date. "I'm on a blind date too," she reminded me. "Yeah, well, you're on a blind date, but you're on a blind date thinking you might meet someone new and exciting you can really connect with. I'm just terrified that you're going to start laughing at me." When she did start laughing at me, I added, "See, we're there already." "Gosh, is that what I have to look forward to at 53? Her nose wrinkled when she laughed. She studied me, a little too intensely, for a second, before she smiled and turned back to her food. "You know, I like you a lot better here than in some stuffy restaurant." I wasn't sure how she made that sound like a compliment, but it was possible I focused too much on the part where she'd said she liked me. I cleared my throat. God, I couldn't be cool for one moment, could I? "I find you just unbearable, with your beautiful face and your infectious laughter. I haven't had a fun night like this for a while, and I just hate it." Some of that online advice had warned that I shouldn't give her too many compliments. I supposed it was too late for that. She dipped her head, but I still saw the pleased smile she subdued as she looked up. Her eyes still smiled, though. "Sophie told me you're an artist." It actually came out of my mouth, and because while I love to draw, probably more than I loved doing anything else, I hated talking about it. It was private and just for me, like jerking off. People knew I did it, but it wasn't something I wanted to share with everyone. Penny picked up on that. "Am I not supposed to ask?" "You can ask." My stomach crawled inside out whenever I had to discuss my work with someone, but I would force myself to endure it. She shrugged and daintily plucked a pea pod from within the container she held. "What do you do? Painting, sculpture?" "Drawing. Portraiture mostly." I was already shading the contours of her face in my mind as I spoke. "Figure drawing."